All right, 3, 2. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes, and today we have another great episode with the entire council back here. Before we get into any of that, you can follow me on Instagram at TheBradVentures and check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheBradVentures. With all that said, let's introduce the rest of the council. To my immediate right, the man, the myth, the legend, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, what's going on, brother?
Hello there, my friend.
How are you?
I was a kind of an almost Figment hello. I always expect him to say hello there, but he never does, obviously. But I'm great. This weather is amazing.
Ah, it feels so good.
And it's apparently Christmas at Hollywood Studios for some reason.
Already?
So the ornaments are in the lake, I heard.
Oh, my God.
And the stars are on Sunset Boulevard.
It's October 29th.
Yep. So
That is
it's
that's
Christmas.
annoying.
Forget Halloween. That never happened.
That's a pain in the ass.
I will go see that stuff. I haven't seen it in person. I just know it's out.
Well, you've got till mid-January, so get there quick.
Yeah. I will go see that next week when it is not Halloween anymore.
By the way, speaking of Halloween and wasting a Halloween, I didn't go to Horror Nights this year.
Whoa.
Dang.
And
Don't you have 2 more days? Can you still go?
I have the kids.
Oh, no. Take them. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. It'll go real well. My daughter freaked out the other day. We went to the zoo up in the Tampa Zoo, or Zoo, I think it's Zoo Tampa, whatever the hell it's called, and she chickened out of the kids one.
Oh, boy.
And so Bentley had a good time, but it was good. But to Evan's right, we have the other man, the myth, the other legend, the officer and a gentleman. Or I'm not the officer and a gentleman and a scholar.
There you go.
Officer and a gentleman, Mr. Tom Oakley. What's going on, bro?
By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, go fuck yourself, Southwest Airlines.
Not sponsored.
Oh
no. Not sponsored, so...
No, I wish they could pay you to talk crap about other companies, like an anti-sponsorship.
Like Delta. Here's $100,000, just talk shit about the following airlines. It's like Southwest, I got a problem with you because you smell like farts in the hallway. American Airlines, your peanuts suck. Yeah, so the reason I wasn't here last week, why these guys went on for 4 hours. No, I'm kidding. They didn't go on that long. So... Southwest Airlines was fucking with me. I was really supposed to be in Chicago last weekend for my sister's bridal shower. I believe that's what it was. I'm going to be out there for a quick weekend. That's why I was going to miss Jedi Talk anyway, but I missed it because I was just still in Florida, exhausted as all hell because the fine people, and I use that term very sarcastically, at Southwest Airlines in the terminal at the MCO Orlando International Airport would not let my sweet... Now, you both have met Winston.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My dog Winston. How would you describe Winston?
Oh, chill,
sweet
adorable.
Ball of fluff. Yeah.
Just
chill ball of fluff.
Yeah, he's a 4-year-old Cavalier King Charles.
Oh.
Technically provides a service. He is technically a service animal. They would not let Winston on the plane, and he's flown with Southwest before. I should go back to say originally that Southwest was fucking with me that overnight. I went to bed early because we had a early-ass flight. I think it was 7:40 originally. It was supposed to be. I got to be at the airport 5:30 a.m., right? Early-ass flight. So overnight, we went to bed early. Overnight, they changed the flight on us, canceled it because, and when I called them later and asked why they canceled, they actually admitted it. They said it was a staff shortage, so they didn't even bullshit with weather this time. So
that's like their go-to thing is like weather. It's like, no, dude, it's...
Yeah.
There's no weather.
Yeah, this is Florida. Weather happens always,
yeah.
And you guys always tend to get out of here. But anyway...
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to drag this out, but we eventually get to the point of, okay, they rescheduled us to a 3:10 flight. I'm like, Christ. So I go back to bed, wake up normal time, and then I decide to just call Southwest and say, you just don't happen to possibly have anything earlier than 3 o'clock? They said, yeah, we have like a 12 o'clock going into O'Hare, and that's a different airport in Chicago instead of Midway where we were going into originally. I completely forgotten that Southwest now flies into O'Hare, which is... so much better. So lower. I mean, you're going to get shot in Chicago one way or another. So, but least chances of getting shot at O'Hare than at Midway. So
what part of the city does Midway drop you into?
So Midway. So if you're looking at Chicago, Lake Michigan, it's just right scotch out there on the corner of like 63rd and Cicero.
Okay.
Oh no, well, it's a little bit further north than that, but it's just right on the outskirts of the city. This is like the south part of the city. Like this is south side. This is like White Sox country.
Gotcha.
So south side. And then O'Hare is just your northwest suburbs, a little closer to Schaumburg, a little bit nicer area.
There's an improv in Schaumburg, a comedy club, Schaumburg Improv.
Okay.
I've only ever
I've
done
never been there.
O'Hare, so I've never been to Midway.
I've seen Steve-O at the Tempe Improv in Arizona.
Was he good?
Yeah, he was good. Actually met him too after.
He seems like you said Steve-O, right?
Mhm.
He seems like such a good dude.
Yeah.
I've never met him, but I've only heard good things. And usually, in comedy, you can't really make it and be a dick.
No,
Like, I don't know any. I don't know any male comedians who are assholes. I know one or two female that were just like unbearable, but they're not around anymore. So
No, there you go. No, Steve-O was super nice. He was super nice to everybody that went up to him. Yeah.
over here in Arizona, man. I lit myself on fire, dude. His voice is wild.
It is.
It's gotten
I don't know
worse.
how he
That
keeps
his-
it up.
His
But
whole life, basically.
It's just his
like,
voice. That's just
yeah.
that's just how he sounds.
Do
It's
you
wild.
do you know about his dog Wendy from Peru?
No.
So they were in Peru doing something, and just she was a street dog, and he's so into animals, like saving them and rescuing them. It's him and his fiance or his current wife now plan to just buy like a land for a sanctuary for just like sheltered animals,
That's awesome.
just to keep them. And he's like, hey everybody, this is Wendy from Peru, and Wendy the dog comes out on stage. She walked right up to me, got to pet her because we were right there at the front because I knew the guy who got the tickets, so. And he had a connection with radio. He's a co-host in local Arizona radio. So, yeah, Steve-O's good.
That's awesome.
Good people.
Was he funny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was funny. I mean, he told some like jackass jokes, but then he told some shit that you didn't know about Steve-O too. It was him telling stories really and just cracking jokes about the stories.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Who was the wrestler that had the sock puppet?
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Mankind.
I saw him do stand up a few
Yes.
times.
I watched
I've
some
told-
YouTube of it, and I thought it wasn't all that good.
I didn't watch the show, but I do know that he was like he really struggled to talk.
Okay.
Like he's got some real bad CTE, I think.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
And he's just a good guy. Like I remember he was like we went to go pay him for the show, and he did this twice, and both times he did this, and they're like here sign here. He's like just donate it to charity.
Oh no shit.
And like 4 sold out shows, which
That's awesome.
equates
Oh,
to
dang.
like $80,000. He's like, just give it to some charity, and they're like, are you serious?
WWE's
he's like,
got
yeah.
him covered.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that's probably
I mean, but also Mick Foley, I believe, is a truly good person.
He was a sweet guy.
who like means it, and he's got enough money to take care of himself. He's
Yeah.
like he's okay.
I was worried about him, like his talking and just
Yes.
that stuff is so dangerous, man.
Oh, the shit he's done, him and the Undertaker. Like,
that
fuck.
old school shit's even more intense now than because now they're more aware of all that
Right.
stuff.
Ugh.
But
But anyway, let me finish the Southwest story. So basically, they get us in. You're gonna go to O'Hare. Okay, so Courtney and I get ready. We get Winston ready. We get all the shit ready for Raja. You know, like your food's filled up, your water's filled up, dude. Let's go. So we get to the airport. We go through the regular rigmarole. It was cool because I got to see some of the 50th shit on like the trams in
Oh,
MCO
cool.
Oh, I forgot about that.
because I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of that yet. So I'm like, all right, that was cool. So we get there, we sit down, and then I get to the counter and I have a battle with I can't remember her name. We'll call her Bitch A at the service counter.
The fact that you said A implies there's B, C, D.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh boy.
So, and I was trying to be good about this after I had upgraded to an A boarding group just to get Winston on. I just said, we have, and I'm telling you, I said service, like we have a service animal. And then she asked, and then she basically asked, like, was it ESA? And I said, yes, ESA, because he does have an ESA letter. He's fucking flown on Southwest before with this, and he's flown on airlines before with this, like, easily. All he does is he sits in Courtney's lap. That's it. And she said, nope, that's a pet. He's got to go in a carrier. So I said, okay, I've got a carrier, but to me, I'm like, fuck that. Like, it's going to be up to the discretion of the crew.
and just put him in there to get on board. And
Yeah, something
just
like
to
that. Well,
shut up.
first off, Winston didn't even fit in the carrier. We tried before we left, and I just said, fuck it, I'm just going to pray that this crew.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're sitting there, and then they finally load us up, and then Bitch A comes back around, and she's like, that has to be in a carrier. Meanwhile, you've got Timmy O'Toole over here shitting his diaper and then taking it off and then just boot scooting around on the carpet.
What?
No, I'm kidding. But
I was like, Jesus
but
Christ.
I
what-
wouldn't be surprised. That
the
sounds
That would be
point-
shocked
legit.
either, but Jesus.
the point, look, like I don't have kids, and I've said before, God willing, I never will. And this isn't a knock on anybody who has children, but it's like you let like kids who are puking, snot nosed, crapping themselves onto planes, which is fine. It's just fine. They're human beings. They are your child. They're your family. But like when it comes to a dog that's going to sit on my lap, and then you're not going to let me let them on.
That's wild.
For why?
I don't think kids should be allowed on planes. And I'm a dad with 2 kids. There's a reason I haven't taken my kids to Disneyland yet. They're not old enough yet for it. I get there's like family issues.
I never noticed that you didn't take them.
It's not because I don't want them to go. It's just because absolutely.
Oh yeah, you want to go. Yeah,
they're at the age now. I think that they could both handle it.
It's a good age.
Yeah, 6 and 9. So. Almost 10. Almost 10.
69. It's been a long week, people. So real quick, I'll wrap this up. I just getting pissed off with just my being treated like a second-class citizen just because you're trying to get your dog on an airplane. That's it. And basically, long story short, we had to go back to the counter with bitch A, and there weren't any bitch B, C's, and D's because everybody else I dealt with were fine, but I call her bitch A because I'm assuming her name began with an A. Let's just say Ashley. So bitch Ashley basically refunded me for what she could, like treated us like a piece of shit right then and there. I got emotional, right? Because my dad had just had a little bit of a health scare. Remember I was telling you about Brett?
Okay? Is he okay?
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
He's fine. He's good. And my grandmother's mid-80s, ailing health a little bit. So it's just like that kind of shit. You're just like, I'm not going to be able to see him even if it's for a weekend because you are not letting my dog on an airplane, right?
Yeah, man.
So
next time, just leave Winston with us, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna be the next time we're flying is when we go back to Phoenix for Christmas for 2 weeks. So we're gonna. I'm not gonna leave Winston with you for 2 weeks, but we're gonna.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm calling Southwest up beforehand, and Winston will be on that plane on our lap.
I had this experience last time. Is there a code you can give me to let them know that I would figure something out.
No, I'm going to call up and just reaffirm to them that he's a service animal.
You have to do that when you book?
I must have to.
Okay.
I must.
I mean, I've never flown with a dog. But so it has to sit in it has to be under, you said it has to be under, I don't know if you said this on the show, but I know you told me this. They said it has to be in the carrier under the, but what about dogs that are like golden retrievers and shit?
Thank you. That's exactly. That was actually Courtney's response to bitch A at the counter, and she was like, "Well, what about like Rottweilers and golden retrievers and labs
and they're service animals?
They're service
Winston's
animals.
not that big, but he's
no.
big.
But I don't. Is he? I mean, how many pounds is it?
25 pounds. Winston's a bigger for Cavalier King Charles. He's a bigger dog for Cavalier King Charles, but. Courtney's argument, the Southwest argument to us was like, no, he's a pet. He's not a service animal. And
did you have your letter with you?
They have it on file.
So
it's an all around weirdly fucked up situation. So
Jesus, dude. Well, fuck you, Southwest.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I got refunded and credits for everything, so it's like I didn't lose any money. The only thing I lost was patience, time
and energy.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't here for Jedi Talk because of.
Well, you woke up at 4 in the morning to go.
Yeah.
I remember that day you got up as I was leaving, or as I was going to bed.
Time is that's the only thing you can never get back. You can give me all the money in the world, but I can never get time.
I can't get my fucking Saturday back.
Yeah,
I have
it's not
2
possible.
of these days a week. And it was for your sister's wedding and shit.
Bridal shower. Yeah, she was upset.
Thank God it wasn't the actual wedding.
I know, and I'm officiating that fucking thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, thank God it wasn't the wedding.
Man,
and Courtney's standing up in it. So,
oof, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, glad you're back.
Yes,
welcome back to the council.
I am here.
There's not a lot of Star Wars news to talk about, so I guess we'll talk about what there is to talk about, and then we'll do the top 10 list. Which for the people listening,
can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you molest Triceratops?
I was just about to bring this up.
What?
And I can tell when you don't listen to the episodes of Fourth Mother Box.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm so far behind. I've listened to 3 from a year ago.
So I wanted to address these alleged allegations.
Okay.
Rude. First off.
Rude.
First off, and I refuse to be spoken to somebody that is A, that short, B, a secret ginger, whatever you, and C, someone who calls Michael Myers daddy. I'm not about to be called that. Okay, that's just rude, Kyle. And you need to listen. You are on fucking notice, Kyle. You are on notice for your false allegations. But
in a way, that's kind of
hilarious.
a cool thing to be accused of.
But
you
then I'm
travel
molested
back in time.
No, it was at T-Rex. There's
the animatronics.
Yeah,
that's
I molested
cool.
an animatronic Triceratops.
I was trying to ease
and he also
into
got
the
it wrong, by the way. He got it wrong. It was the T-Rex because he's got little hands. It makes my junk look huge.
I was trying to ease into the joke by saying Brad was like their number one customer because Brad had been just a bit ripping on it, and then Kyle decided to take the molestation of a prehistoric creature.
That's a logical jump. Very logical.
Not logical for that secret ginger short fuck.
Secret ginger, not ghost ginger. Did I say ghost ginger?
No, you said.
Ghost
I think you said secret.
Stealth. No,
Stealth
you said
ginger.
stealth
Ninja,
ginger.
ninja ginger.
Ninja ginger.
That sounds. I like that.
You gotta be careful with that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Ninja. Whoa, wait, hey, whoa. Ninja. Yeah, let's edit that out.
Definitely.
Leave it in. I don't care.
But we can call you a Triceratops molester. That's fine.
Triceratops
That's
molester.
fine.
I was dying laughing listening to that. It was so funny.
Mhm.
Listen to the Fourth Mother Box. It's a great show. All right, there is a few things in Star Wars we can talk about. Again, not a ton of stuff, but anybody have anything they wanted to bring up?
Well, this will kind of connect to the list we're doing, but you know how I feel like all of us hate the helicopter inquisitors. But-
Yeah.
It's just funny.
But
I mean,
doesn't that also imply that General Grievous could do that?
Yeah,
Why has he never done it?
that's true.
I mean, because it's stupid, and that would make him even dumber than the Clone Wars made him. So I'm glad he didn't, because I love Grievous, but he could have done it.
He could have, and
Yeah.
it would have been very epic and very
No.
omnicopter-ish.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm glad he didn't.
y'all
though.
seen Dune, by the way?
I started
I have
watching it the
not.
other night, and it was late.
I
It was like
finished
9:30,
Yeah, this is like
And
a
I-
Snyder cut. You gotta.
and I
set
was
some time
so
aside.
fried
I
from
feel
my
like
week,
that's-
and I was
you
like,
have
I
to
do
see
not
that in
have.
theaters. I feel like I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
I want to. I think I do want to go see it in theaters, but it's just so easy when it's on your. It's really hard to go see a movie in the theaters when it's on your screen at home
Right.
for free. Essentially,
That's why I'm happy they're releasing like Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City theaters only. They're releasing Ghostbusters Afterlife in
Yeah.
theaters only.
What makes no sense to me is why are those not coming out in October? Those
I,
are
I
like
have no idea why.
Halloween movies.
No,
What are you doing?
Ghostbusters is okay.
Ghostbusters is not a Halloween movie.
Yeah,
It's
not.
not, but like for people like me that don't. do
It's got
scary
weirdly
movies,
lumped in with horror
I
lately,
get-
and I don't know
well,
why.
it's,
right?
It's for people like me that don't do horror, so like that's all I
Yeah,
have.
like you could have done the. I mean, I know you don't like horror at all, but you could have
No.
you could have done that horror
I
house.
wish
It
I
wasn't
did the
scary at all.
Ghostbusters house.
It was
looked
cool.
Awesome.
I'm not even a big Ghostbusters fan. Like I was kind of ripping on Bill Murray earlier this week. I was having a rough week, and
I feel bad.
You-
I
you
didn't
could've-
even mention Osmosis Jones. He's in Osmosis Jones. How can you forget
oh
that?
yeah, that
Bill
How can
Murray
you
classic,
is,
forget
yeah,
Space
the
Jam?
classic
He's in Space
performance.
Jam.
That's his best performance. I didn't know
actually
Dan
probably
Aykroyd
agree.
was in this picture.
Right. I love how it's just Bill Murray and he's hanging out with Larry Bird. He just knows Larry Bird and he knows Michael Jordan. They just hang out and play golf.
I was trashing Bill Murray earlier this week. Here's the thing, you guys. Like, I know you guys know this, but like, sometimes I'll make fun of something that I actually like,
right.
but I'll just be in the mood to like make fun of something.
Yeah.
I'll just be silly. Or this week, I've had a horrible week. Like, literally, last weekend was one of the worst weekends of my life, and I've had a really just rough week with family issues and stuff. And so, like, y'all caught me in a mood, and I was like, "Fuck Bill Murray, dude!" Like, I just went off. I was like, "Fuck him."
Well, I was like, hey, look, because I saw they're like Bill Murray's gonna be in the new Ant-Man, and I was like, hey, I actually almost care about Ant-Man now.
You don't like Ant-Man?
I've only seen both of the movies once.
He's going to be a talking
so
ant. You just wait. He's
I
going to be
don't know what they're gonna do.
Oh,
Billy
yeah.
the talking
That's
ant.
whatever.
But you know what's weird? He has like all these like weird rules, but he did
Yeah.
2 Garfield movies.
Oh, I forgot
He
about
did
those.
do Garfield.
Like, what the
There's
fuck?
a reason I didn't mention those to you because those are not.
And that was the only time he's ever done a sequel. And it was fucking Garfield.
Well, he might be coming in Ghostbusters. Well, he was in
No,
Ghostbusters
he is in
too.
He's in Ghostbusters.
He's
but
in Ghostbusters
up to
1,
that point,
2,
he
and-
was like staunchly no to
Yeah.
sequels.
He will
Yeah.
be in Afterlife, though.
Oh,
I mean,
for
sure.
we know
He's
we know
gotta
Dan Aykroyd is.
Yeah, he's
he
gonna
answers-
be in
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Do you like all the Ghostbusters movies?
I
There's
don't-
3 original ones, right?
No,
Two,
two. And this will be the third of that series because the one with Melissa McCarthy and the female
It was
is
like,
not canon.
it was like it wasn't a canonical thing.
no,
right?
it was like trying to retcon it and
It's
just
Legends.
failed.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Legends. Yeah,
Nice.
Ghostbusters Legends.
there were parts of that Ghostbusters movie that we were like, okay, kind of funny, but we're trying to recreate the original and it
It's
just
just
fell
not
flat.
the same.
That's you can
not.
never.
You can never
should
do that,
Never do
like-
it.
No,
you
yeah.
should never just do a copy of the original.
No.
The only thing that's not really a copy, but was somewhat close and did work, is Force Awakens. But it's not a copy.
There was enough similarity that you could
Right.
call it a copy.
Right.
But yeah, it's not
It
the
was a
same.
better version of New Hope, though.
It was better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
definitely.
was way not as slow. But I think
Yeah.
it's just a product of 70s filmmaking.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I would love to know if you could just recreate the stories themselves, what would be a better story?
that would be kind of cool.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you could just like basically a shot for shot remake
Right.
with just like
the same actors. Even
the same
Like,
actors just
Yeah.
made today. Like which one would be a better movie?
That would be cool.
I would still say probably I don't know. New Hope's pretty good in those high moments. So New Hope's got some really cool shit. It just there's not a lot that makes a lot of sense. Like he's
No.
a Jedi and then he's a pilot and then he destroys a Death Star, but he's never really flown. You never see him on screen fly anything. But
Yeah,
Ray
he
gets shit
talks
for
about
flying the
his
Falcon.
T-16.
I know.
I just yeah.
Right. That's one of those that they tell, not show. Luke's like, I used
Yeah.
to fly the T-16 back home.
But it's
And
okay
like,
when it's Luke and not okay
yeah,
when
it's
it's
like,
Ray.
well, we never saw
Yep.
you fly, and now you're flying an X-wing. Like, no big deal. Like,
And you're like
Good point.
you're a squad leader after being in the rebellion, which you didn't even formally get into in any way. You didn't really meet anybody. You just showed up and you're there. Like,
Yeah. You're Red 5, so he was
'Cause,
the
like,
5th in the Red
now that I'm
Squadron,
thinking about
and
this-
like the next movie, he's like a leader.
now that I think about this, when do they show him join the rebellion? Is it just when he's in the X-wing? How
Pretty
does he
much
go from the
the-
Death Star to the
No, it's-
X-wing?
So after they get Leia back to Yavin, Han leaves, and Luke just like suits up in an X-wing. So we don't see him formally be like, "Hey, I'm here to join," but it's like he's there with Leia.
Yeah, he's just
That's
there
so
in
strange.
like the
and
in like
he
the
never says
carrier.
In the hangar,
anything
right?
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
The
just
hangar
in the
bay,
hangar
yeah.
at Yavin. Yeah,
He's just there, and doesn't he run into his buddy that he knew on
Biggs,
Tatooine?
Biggs Dark
Biggs
Fighter.
is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Biggs.
Yeah, but like they
was
never
gonna
he never
enlist
formally
also.
says he's part of the rebellion at any point. I never really thought about that until just now.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, but it's at least they made it a big deal for Rey.
Well,
Yeah.
Ray, they like he was with Han, and
Yeah.
then they met up. And
they made a bigger deal with Finn too. Like Finn's all
Yeah.
about like joining the Resistance.
strange.
He's a
Well, they
big deal
had to
in the
because he was a
Resistance.
stormtrooper.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
Do you think they dropped the ball with his storyline?
Nah, I
No,
don't think so.
because
he's not the main character.
you would have
He's like
I mean, I would have been.
Character 3.
Now, you can make arguments that his story on the path of a Jedi might have been a little bit more compelling than Rey's,
Probably.
because you
Yeah.
take a stormtrooper who turns to a Jedi. You could. Could.
Yeah, but you don't really see him do anything. He just kind of hints at it, like he has the lightsaber in the first
Right.
movie. But there was, I
Yeah.
wonder if there was. I know there was no through line when there really should have been. That's like the biggest gripe with the sequels, and I totally get that argument, and I agree. They should have had a meeting where they're like, I don't care what you do, but we start here and we end here.
Right.
And whoever comes to do these movies has to follow that. Like,
Mhm.
I don't give a shit if you have, these things happen in this movie as long as we end up here.
Here.
It can't
yeah.
be just as vague as the bad guys are starting to win at the first movie, and then the good guys win in Episode 9. It
No.
can't be that vague because that's
Right.
obviously what's going to
I,
happen.
I,
no
I
matter
just,
what.
I love
what
Rise
could
of
happen.
Skywalker. But the more I watch it, the more I just kind of go like, man, they really fucked this up.
Yeah, I kind of think they're trying to fill in the wrong holes. Like
Yeah, giggity.
they can give us more Snoke. They can fill those Snoke holes all
Yeah.
they want,
Let me fill your Snoke hole.
right? But I want
Suck
'em-
my jargon.
Shut my jargon. Oh,
But
yeah.
I want them to fill more of the Ochi.
Do some block.
What's going on with
When
that?
did you block and suck my jargon?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what we're talking about?
I've seen it. But I
South
couldn't-
Park.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was something.
It's like,
South Park.
Chef, why do we
I
have a
don't know which
picture of these
episode or
two
anything, but I've
green
seen it.
things sucking each other's shoulders? I don't know, children, but I have a feeling it's going to be really important one day. Or something like that.
I love that show. That show's an American treasure.
For sure.
Dude, speaking of Snoke, that's kind of some news
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
With Snoke
Potentially.
potentially being in Andor?
I think
Of all
I think
things?
this is being misreported. I think this is going to be for Ahsoka, and this is.
Could be.
I think we're getting close to an Andor trailer. Is this supposed to come out before or after Obi-Wan?
I don't know.
Obi-Wan's first, I'm pretty sure. I don't know for a
Obi-Wan
fact.
better be first.
I don't know
Like,
for a fact, but I think.
but
Cassian
Andor's
started
been in-
before.
yeah, Andor's been in production for like a year and
I feel like
half.
I feel like it's been.
You're right.
I feel like it's been in production for like 3 years. I feel like it's been.
Yeah.
We've known about this show for so long. I mean, I remember
we have. Yeah.
it was like right after Mando came out. They were talking about
I
this.
think so.
So we're talking almost 3 years. Like really?
Yeah, and Obi-Wan wasn't officially announced till what, like 2 years ago?
Celebration
Yeah.
did it, right?
No, it was D23.
Oh, D23.
Yeah.
okay.
D23.
So Andor was
got that.
announced first. So yeah, it should be Andor first.
So we're gonna get Book of Boba Fett in December.
So
Then we're
soon.
gonna get. I know we're a month
But
away.
the trailer's coming in a month. Or not even, like
2 weeks.
Yeah.
November. What is Disney
12th.
Plus Day? 12th.
Yeah.
It's the first day
When
of the
they
Rockville
decided to
Festival.
charge us $10
Or
more.
second day.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, I told you Chevelle canceled, right?
Yes.
God, that's such
Yeah,
a bummer.
it's weird. So
It's upsetting.
we should break that news. Talk about that
Yeah.
real quick.
Go ahead.
All right. So everybody knows how much I love Metallica, and they will be here about Daytona Beach is about an hour from here.
Yeah, it's where my kids live.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's where
perfect
my
right there.
girlfriend's family lives.
All right then. So about an hour, a little bit less maybe.
With traffic, hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Metallica will be here playing the Welcome to Rockville Festival, which lasts 4 days from the November 11th through the 14th. Metallica will be here 2 nights, November 12th and November 14th. I'm going to both, but needed somebody to go with, and as a Christmas gift to one Brad Hughes, sitting across from me,
Nice.
let's go to Metallica, buddy, on
Dude.
that Sunday.
I'm so
Let's
jazzed.
do it.
It's so
That's
fun.
awesome.
I told my friend, and I'm excited too because I've never seen Metallica, and I'm starting to get into them like for real. Because I will be honest with you. I told my friend Mike today that I was going. He goes, "Did you hate Metallica?" And I was like, I thought I hated Metallica because I never just did any research and listened to them. I knew like Sandman and I knew Nothing Else Matters and I knew like their hits.
Yeah.
But like I listened to the song Sad But True 6 times today.
Damn.
I love that song.
That's a
Like
great song.
they have a lot of really good music. I don't have to tell you that. You know this.
Yes.
I'm really excited though too because Mudvayne's going to be there same day.
Same stage.
I love Mudvayne. I saw Mudvayne for the first time in 2005. Then I saw Hell Yeah a few times when they were touring together. Like I love Mudvayne. Chad Gray is awesome. I can't wait. And it seems like they're doing like the old school Mudvayne stuff with like the mask and stuff too.
Oh, good. That's good.
Fucking
Mudvayne.
wait. Yeah,
Saw them in 2003 live, and that was some good shit.
they're good.
Yeah.
That dude is. Their guitar player is really incredible. And he's crazy. He's just this big like. I don't know how tall he is, but he looks like he's like 6'4", and just this big thick dude with really long hair, and he just stands there and just doesn't move and just plays guitar the whole time. He's wild.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited, man. I cannot wait.
I can't wait.
How do these tickets work? Is it just like you get to see everybody there?
Yeah,
or-
so
Dang.
it's a festival.
Okay.
So festivals operate with several stages. You have a main stage where Metallica, Mudvayne's going to be.
Are they like this, or are they like back to back?
No. They're all over the place.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
because festival grounds are enormous. Like the last festival I went to was Rock in Rio in Las Vegas, and it was on the MGM grounds, and it just
I remember
was
hearing about that one. That was a huge
across.
festival.
It was enormous. So you had your main stage like clearly, and then there was a smaller stage like completely like on the opposite end, and then 2 on like the sides of each other. So they're all spread across like think about 10 football fields. They're all in like different areas.
Oof.
So
That's
Last time
pretty
I was at a
sick. For
festival-
one price, you get all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
One ticket. Holy
Mhm.
crap.
Last time I was at a festival, it was when I went to go see my brother's band play for Warped Tour.
they
played at Warped Tour,
Warped Tour,
for
cool.
like 2 years in a row. I went 1 year.
badass.
They were a good band. I'll have to
I
show you
remember
some of their stuff.
Yeah, show me.
I think you'd really like
Okay.
him. He's a really good drummer.
Nice.
My brother's a better drummer than I am guitar player.
Okay.
He's really, really good. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait.
Fuck yeah.
It's going to be fucking lit.
Mhm.
I'm so excited. What time we got to get there on that Sunday? I'm
Um,
sure you want to get there fairly early.
Yeah, it depends where we want to stake our claim for like where we're going to see him and stuff, and like who else we want to see really too. So
I just want to see Mudvayne.
okay,
There was,
they're going to be on the same stage, so we
that's-
should get there. Whatever you're like. To me, I could wake up and drive there.
we might do that because I'd like to, because that's part of the fun about these kind of festivals is
Yeah.
like seeing other bands, like
Yeah.
hearing new music and shit.
Yeah, man.
So I have to like see what I can do with the kids because Sunday's the day I bring them back.
Yeah,
typically.
Just let me know. It's
figure it out.
all on you. We'll figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out. But yeah, thanks, man. I'm excited.
yeah.
I'm very, very looking
I
forward
love
to
showing people Metallica. What was the last show you've been to? Live show.
Matt Nathanson,
Matt Nathanson.
2019.
2019. Okay.
Cried my eyes out.
All right.
Have I ever told you why I love Matt Nathanson so much?
No.
Have I ever told you this?
No.
We're gonna get real personal on the show for a second. In 2000 and
That never happens.
in 2011, right before my son was born, I'm going to be vague about this because I don't want to get sued. Things were not going well with her, and that trend has continued into 10 years later, but, whatever. To the point where, like, I was in therapy for it, and because I'll go into more details about this particular part, but things were not going well. I'll tell you guys off the mic later. But I knew, like, so I saw that Matt Nathanson was in town. I didn't know any of his music. I knew the song, like, Come On Get Higher and the song Car Crash. They're, like, 2 big radio hits. Everybody knows them. I was doing stand-up, and I was working at Men's Warehouse, and I literally had, like, $70 in my bank account for, like, the next 3 days, and I was like, I'm so depressed. I need to go do something to get my mind off all this crap that's going on. And I had actually, this is really depressing, but I'd actually decided that I was ready to kill myself. I was done. I was just like, I've been dealing with this, and this was. And you gotta remember too, like my divorce happened in 2010, 9-10, and then like right after that, I met their mom, and so I was kind of still dealing with all that. Like I don't think the divorce was final until like late 2010, early 2011. So like while we were talking, that was all being finalized. So 2 horrible things back to back. I was just done. I just was so depressed, and it was untreated depression too. Like I hadn't gone to see a doctor. I wasn't doing what I needed to do for myself. But I was just like, I think I'm just gonna do it. This is gonna be like my last night to enjoy stuff, and then that was gonna be it. Like for real, that's how dark it had gotten. And I go to the concert, and it was, how you know how like when you hear a song, you're like, this is for me. Like this song was written for me. This is exactly what I'm feeling, how I feel about everything in my life right now. That was all of his music. And I didn't know any of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just was watching it, and I was standing by myself. I remember standing by myself and just standing there like crying, and I had to look like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Because I had gotten off work at Men's Warehouse, and I was literally standing in the concert in like a full suit, and like it was winter. It's like February, and I had like a full on coat over my suit, like and a scarf. I looked like a douche, like I walked down the street from Bank of America in Charlotte. And I left the concert, and I just was like, I think I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think, and like not it's gonna sound stupid, but like not that like music can save somebody, but
It can. Hold up.
can.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
can.
okay. I didn't want to say that and sound like an asshole,
No.
but like
No.
I really felt like the reason I didn't do it is because I heard those songs.
Well, it's almost like somebody talked to you.
I'm
about how
getting
you were
emotional,
feeling.
man.
It was
Fuck.
almost like therapy, basically. It was like
Yeah.
someone talking to you about how you're feeling without talking to you.
It speaks. That's what music is supposed to do.
Yeah, man.
That's why like Metallica
That's what art's
resonates
supposed to
with
do.
me.
That's
That's
art.
why Matt Nathanson, it clearly has resonated with you because of that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a song called "Room at the End of the World" on his album called "Modern Love," and that's the song that, like, when I think of that, is what
Mhm.
what I think, because there's a lot of like lines in there that remind me of exactly that time in my
Mhm.
life and how I felt about things, and I love that song. Every time I hear it, I kind of get like emotional thinking
Mhm.
about it because it's just one of those things, and I got dark real quick, but you know, it's just
Well,
what it
we
is.
were talking about Snoke and then Andor. And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it got dark, but it got light because of that music. That
Yeah.
music spoke to you.
Music's important, man. It's a
Yeah.
big part of people. It's very
All art
strange.
is.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed
Music's
to talk to you.
different though, because it's something you can like, because of technology stuff now. It's something that you can listen to with people, or you can like you enjoy by yourself. Like
Yeah.
to see art, like painting, you can't really, unless you own a bunch of art, which would be wild. You should be fairly wealthy to do that.
yeah.
You kind of have to go to a place, and it's like a thing. Music, you can
Yeah.
sit in your bed and just turn something on and put headphones in, and only
Mhm.
you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I love music, man.
Music's the shit.
It's awesome. But anyway, I don't know even how we got onto that.
Oh,
Metallica.
yeah,
fuck
you were talking about Metallica.
Sad
getting
but
there,
true.
so-
Sad but true.
Evan, what was the last concert you were at?
I haven't been to one. So, I mean,
No?
unless you count like Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yes, I would
but, like,
absolutely count
so
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
That one. It's the
Absolutely.
only one. So.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
They're pretty.
Right.
They're good musicians. I know they
Hell
they
yeah.
get like a
Yeah.
weird like.
Are they still
rap.
big? I don't even know
Yeah.
if they're big anymore.
Yeah, they're
I saw
doing.
them
They're,
like
they're doing
They
stuff.
always
15
tour.
years ago.
Always tour around this time. They're going
Right.
to start kicking up at
Right.
any time now.
Yeah.
So
And I guess I don't know if you've heard of the like a cappella group from IU, Straight No Chaser.
haven't heard
They're
of them,
mainly Christmas too, so
Okay.
I saw them. But that's
Did
just
they
like-
open for a Trans-Siberian Orchestra, or was it
no,
two different shows?
separate shows,
Okay.
couple years apart.
Dude.
But like I don't know, I don't count that as like a concert.
but you totally missed an opportunity to be like last time I was at Oga's with DJ Rex.
Spinning hits from all
Yeah.
across
that
the
counts.
galaxy.
I mean, every time I go to Oga's, that's
There
a whole
you go.
concert right there.
Yeah.
Every time I sing out the Gun Gun Drinking song,
There you go.
and everyone looks at me like, "Is this man already drunk? We need to get him out."
Oh,
Cut him off.
my son.
I think that song helped me start to like Jar Jar. Because I never spoke about how much I hated him or anything, but before Galaxy's Edge, you never saw me be like, hey, Jar Jar's cool. I bought this Jar Jar figure. But now I have like a plush, a figure. I've got a bunch of Jar Jar stuff.
Jar Jar is one of those things you just kind of have to accept in Star Wars.
Yeah, I like
and
him
you
now.
got to embrace him. I liked him as a kid, kind of, but I was always like, he's kind of just. I didn't know what comic relief meant as a kid,
Right.
Right.
but now you know that's what it is, and I can
Yeah.
kind of like. I remember being like, this guy's annoying as a kid, but I always kind of thought he was funny.
Yeah. Well, I went through my like high school and college years being like, I just hate him because everyone else hates him. That's
Prequel-
kind of what happened with me. And
People
now I'm
did
like,
that
"Oh,
a
I
lot
like
with
him."
the prequels, and
Yeah.
they're doing it now with the sequels, and it's like
Yeah.
the SNL thing where it's like everyone always hates SNL now, but when you were a teenager, it was the shit.
Yeah. Even
It's
if
just
it
because
was
you
or
have this,
wasn't.
and it doesn't matter who you were. Like you could have thought that when you were an adult, that the Will Ferrell stuff sucked because you saw Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
But then when
Those
you were
are
a
both
kid and you
great.
saw
You
Will
can't-
Ferrell, you would go, "Oh, Will Ferrell was the jam." The next generation sucked. It's just what you
Yeah.
what you
No,
grew up
it's
with.
true, yeah, because I'm always like, yep, Chris Farley, Mike Myers generation. That
Those
was
are
that
awesome.
was the shit.
I remember like I just am a comedy fan, so I watched a lot. I had SNL VHSs as a kid.
Nice.
Like
Oh,
I've
that's
I've
cool.
always been a big comedy nerd, and but my was like Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler and
Mhm.
that whole group
Yeah, that's
was my
that's
Saturday Night Live.
one of the greatest. I don't
Oh,
know
absolutely.
if it's the greatest.
I
but
remember at
it's
the time
one
people were like, it's not even funny anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, it was good shit.
It's not funny now. Like
of-
objectively,
Some of it is.
some of it's still good. Sometimes it can be funny, but
Yeah.
like as a show, it used to be way better. But it's hard. Like, I don't think people understand how hard it is to do that kind of material on a weekly basis.
Right. In
To
front of a
write,
live show,
produce, sketch, perform it in a
Yeah.
week. I know they have like longer than that to do sketches, but when it's topical stuff, like,
And there's always somebody new in your cast because there's a new host.
and like,
So
yeah.
you have to go with this new guy every week.
And the weird thing is like how they do things. They like if you're a performer, you also have to write. You have to submit a certain number of sketches
Yeah.
each week. Like I don't know how
Yeah.
the fuck I couldn't. I mean, I did comedy for a long time. I never did sketch because I was never like I never thought about comedy as a sketch. I was always like it's a bit.
A stand-up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
stand up. I did improv for a long time, but that's different than writing a sketch out.
Oh, for sure.
If they could just go up and do improv, I know you know what this is, but like Whose Line? Like I can do that
Oh, yeah.
all
love
day.
Whose Line.
I love Whose Line.
I could do that all day, and I was really good at improv.
I mean,
but I
Brady
liked.
started doing some like hip hop improv now. Like,
Oh, God.
and he's good at it. Like I heard him the other day.
I believe that he's
Yeah,
good
he's
at
good
it.
at
He's so talented.
Oh,
Yeah.
so much.
Well, if you like the Mike Myers time, you got to go see Cat in the Hat. He's in.
Do
he
I
is
now?
the cat.
Dude.
Yeah?
I haven't seen
Nope.
it, so I can't say that.
It's horrible. He's awful. That's the reason there's not any more Dr. Seuss live action movies. His wife
Well,
was
yeah.
like,
The Grinch was great, and then we got that.
He
and it was like,
screams at a dirty garden hoe, going, "You dirty hoe!"
Yeah. It's like they saw Austin Powers, and they saw Shrek, and they saw the Grinch. and
It's
they're like,
Austin
let's-
Powers in Cat in the Hat. It
Yeah.
doesn't make any fucking
No,
sense.
no.
Okay.
They-
And he's
they-
like, he's
what
meta
happened
too.
was
he always breaks the fourth wall.
what
It's like,
happened
are you
was
doing?
is they saw Jim Carrey with the Grinch,
Yeah.
Oh,
and they're like,
That's what
"Oh,
I'm saying.
these all need to be funny,"
yeah.
and then it doesn't work.
Doesn't
No.
work like that.
It
no.
Cat in the Hat does not need to be. It's a fucking book that's like 8 pages long. It doesn't need to
Yeah.
be a fucking 2-hour movie.
Cat in
The
Hat.
Grinch was
Sam
already
I am.
a 30-minute movie, right? Like
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
a
Christmas
Like,
special.
they already had a
Wahoo.
longer version of the Grinch, but Cat in the Hat was just a book, like you said, 8
Mhm.
pages.
They're singing without packages and boxes or bags.
I love that.
You're
I
a
really-
mean one.
Really underrated slow ride at Universal is the
Cat in the Hat.
the cat the
Oh, the Jolly, no, not Jolly
The-
Trolley. That's Disneyland.
the train that's like
Sky
goes
high,
above.
high in the sky.
The
Yes.
the
They're people
Seuss
mover.
Sky
Yes.
train.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically their version of the People Mover.
Yeah, and it tells you. You know it has like 2 sides to it, right?
Yes.
Oh, I did
You
not
can
know
see the
that.
Sneetches.
Yes.
I love the Sneetches. Did you grow up watching those like VHS as a kid with like Dr. Seuss? Like there was
I
one
just
with like the
watched the Grinch
Sneetches.
one,
There was one
Grinch
with.
Night. That which
was-
scared
It's like
the heck
it's like
out of me as
hitting
a
like
kid.
a memory, but like a soft memory. I can't really
a
pull
member
it up.
berry.
Yeah, a little memory.
It was like a VHS.
remember.
I'm just now remembering. Like you'd put it in, and it was like a screen of book covers, and like each VHS would like zoom in, and I was so stupid. I was like, if I put this one in, maybe next time I'll get to read that Fox on
A
Fox
choose
and
your own
Socks.
adventure.
But I was too dumb
Oh.
to realize. But it was just basically like a menu, but it would pre-selected like it wasn't DVD, so it would only have like 3 stories on it. One of them was the Sneetches, and that's how I know that story. But anyway,
No, I watched the Grinch Night one, and that was like after they did the Christmas special with the Grinch. They're like, okay, let's do a Halloween special with the Grinch. But in Whoville, it's called Grinch Night, not Halloween. But it's the same thing.
Oh,
Like,
interesting.
this
I
guy,
didn't
the
even know that
Grinch
was a
comes
thing.
down and scares the heck out of you.
I didn't know that was a thing.
And it scared the heck out of me as a kid.
I was
Wow.
surprised they didn't take out the Mulberry Street thing, the zoo, if I ran the zoo,
Oh yeah.
and that was all that was going on when they were like trying to cancel Dr. Seuss.
Oh yeah.
Kudos for Universal not getting rid of all that
Kudos,
stuff.
look, kudos to
You
Universal for their mask policy.
They are crushing
God,
it
I
right
have
now.
so much more fun there right now.
I know, dude.
And
It's
no
such a pain
park
in the ass.
passes, no park reservations. It's great.
You
Orange
told me
Co-
this today.
Yep, Orange County lifted their mask mandate,
Right.
like
But
officially.
No one's talking about it.
I know.
What the
Because
fuck?
it was basically
Why are
a-
people
'cause-
so happy being miserable? I don't understand, dude.
Was anybody following it anyway? I feel like people were
No,
like,
I-
I don't want it. So
I
it's not
stopped
a-
because
I
I
stopped
was
too.
living my life.
Right, yeah.
I walk
so
into Chipotle, and then
everyone's like, we've been doing this already. Go ahead.
I walked into Chipotle the other day, and it was a new sign on the door. It was like mask are required, and I was like, so
No.
I looked in, and then no one behind the counter had a mask on, and I was like,
Exactly.
I'm not doing this shit. Like,
they're probably like, corporate made us put the sign on the door.
yeah,
but
that's
we don't-
exactly
we
what it
don't
is.
care.
That's exactly what it is.
Because Floyd's 99, where I get my haircut, they had one on that said we need it, but like they were vaguely following it inside. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
I'm over it, dude. I
Me
can't,
too.
I just can't do
Disney,
this
just
anymore.
please. I know you listen to us.
Well,
Clearly,
You do.
Well, they listen to Brad's Star Wars stories, and they
Yes.
steal those.
please. Orange County lifted the mandate. I think this is about when you did it last time.
Mhm.
Around the same time. Like I understand your cautiousness, and I don't appreciate the cast member who kind of made me feel like shit when I reached out to him on the chat feature of my Disney experience. But that's neither here nor there.
The app actually worked for that. I'm surprised.
Yeah, the app worked for that. I just
Man.
made a general suggestion. I was being nice as hell. You can pull it up, and I was very professional about it. I just said, just please, I'm just asking, shoot it up the pipeline. And they're like, we are following what the CDC says. Like, weird. It was clearly a copy and paste job.
Yeah.
But it was very like, okay, I am vaccinated. Calm down.
And that's the thing. What was it? October 22nd was when they all the cast members had to be vaccinated.
Is that
okay? So at this point, we're past that. So that means everybody working there is vaccinated.
Good point.
So
no
what's
masks.
the fucking
So
point?
take
What's
off
the point?
masks.
Good point.
Yeah.
Everyone there is vaccinated, so take
Yeah.
off your masks.
Good point, man. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So
That's
what
a great
what
point.
are we fucking doing?
Why make
a
everybody
week
get
ago.
a vax if you're not going to take off masks?
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, it's been a week, so take them off.
I think it's coming.
Yeah.
I think
gotta be.
they're losing so much money with pictures. Those lines are not like what they used to be for photos.
Well, also it's not free anymore.
Yeah, but not
So-
everybody has an annual pass. People
That's
buy that
'cause
stupid
not everybody
thing.
can afford it.
The resort family I ran into with Kyle, they had bought PhotoPass, and I was like, wow, you're the people who buy this shit?
A lot of people buy it.
I know.
It's one of those
I know, I'm
things, man.
starting
Like you don't realize when people buy that shit,
And I'm
and no
starting-
one's using it.
Well, I never liked it until I had it for free, and now I'm like, I'm going to miss it.
Now they got you on the
So-
drug. They
Well,
give you the
I'm
dose
not-
for
I'm
free.
I'm not paying $100 for that.
I've been hearing a lot of people, a lot of resort guests too, are like, no, I'm just going to pay for Genie Plus. I'm just going to get Genie Plus. I'm just going to
Crazy.
get Genie
What?
Plus. Yes.
They're scaring people into thinking
They
these lines
are. They and I
Unreal.
told Kyle, I said, this is why there's a week buffer beforehand. It says they're scaring you into thinking that Genie Plus is going to be worth it and worth your time.
You
And
don't need that shit right now.
I am going to try it. I'm going to try it either at Studios or Magic Kingdom whenever we stay at the Grand Floridian, which is like a week and a half from now.
Oh, sweet.
So
Have you done the Enchanted Rose there yet?
no, not yet.
Go while
Go.
you're there.
Enchanted
It's
Rose?
fantastic.
Okay.
We went there a few weeks ago with, I guess it was probably longer than that now. No, it was way longer than that because we weren't even working. So it's been months ago.
Oh shit.
I was
Okay.
I thought it was a few weeks.
When
It's
it
been
like
months.
opened?
Dang.
When it like opened?
Yeah, it was like a few days
Isn't
after
it
that.
kind of young?
No, it's been open. It was open pre-pandemic.
It's been a
Oh, it
couple
did,
years
okay.
now.
Yeah,
it's been
and
a couple
then-
years.
And then we went for the first time with Holly's sister, which was before we were both working. So it was like June.
Speaking of the Grand Flow, do you guys want to do next week's show from there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to turn that down.
Come to my room.
Hell yeah, let's do
We're
it.
doing it. Yeah.
Sweet.
I've never seen a Grand Floridian room.
Me neither.
There we go.
Me
Fuck
neither.
yeah, let's
do it.
Live from
Jedi
the
Talk
Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
So they had not meet and greets. Now it's called sightings. Come back this week.
Oh god.
So can we get Launch Bay back?
yeah, what is
Oh,
up
yeah.
with that?
Those characters
take
are
Launch
already
Bay.
wearing full helmets. You can't see or touch their skin, face at all. So
Yeah.
like, why are they not?
I just
I know,
I'm
Chewie. I mean,
I'm
shit.
over all this, dude.
I mean, I
like
know he's out and about, but
But just give us Launch Bay. Give us BB-8. He's a freaking droid.
even
Right,
just open up the
BB-8,
gift shop
yes.
back in there.
Yeah, and the gift shop. I
Because
want
it's
to
a
go.
gift
I've
shop.
been wanting to buy George Lucas wine for like 2 years now, and I can't because it's.
waste your money.
I just want to get it once.
Okay.
he just is a collector's bottle.
I get it. No, I
Right.
get it.
Like,
I
I've
get
got
it.
a
I get
bottle
it.
of-
I get it. I get it.
of Blackened that I'm never going to open.
Right, and
I
Taylor
saw
doesn't drink wine.
that shit's
so
going
it's
up in
not even
price,
gonna be
bro.
Yeah, I know.
drinking.
It's like
Yeah.
$70 now. I
Yeah.
saw it the other day. It was like 60 or $70. I was like, damn, Metallica getting wild.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I used to get like half my books and comics anyway. Was from Launch Bay. So like,
That's cool.
open Launch Bay back.
Yeah, that's where I got my comics from. Was Launch Bay.
Yeah.
They don't sell any comics anywhere else anymore.
No,
They
the
used to
parks don't
sell
have
them in
any.
Disney Springs, that Marvel store. I used to pick up a couple comics from there, and then
Yeah.
I remember going in there like
It
super
makes no
gung ho on
sense.
buying a Marvel comic, and then I was like, oh,
What if they just took what used to be the NBA experience and just made it like a massive nerd comic store?
That would be
That'd be
really cool.
fucking awesome.
Marvel stuff and Star,
Star
Wars
Wars.
stuff and Disney comics.
Yeah,
like
hell
the
yeah.
Jungle Cruise comics and Dreamfinder comics, just all that stuff.
that'd be fucking awesome.
That's what they should do.
Do you have any of those Figment comics?
No,
I've got a
I
few.
wish. I want all of them.
I've got a
I
few.
want all of them.
If I find the other ones, I'll give them to you because I don't need them.
I also want the frickin' Kira comics, the Crimson Dawn.
yes.
They put it out on the Star Wars YouTube channel, but the Knights of Ren are involved in Crimson Dawn.
I
I was
remember
like,
seeing
What?
the cover.
Like,
yeah.
it-
is this recent?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. This week's.
Oh,
Star
dude, I'm
Wars
so
show.
out of the loop. I haven't read a single High Republic issue past issue number 4.
Neither,
I
don't worry,
haven't been keeping
I'm
up with those.
way
I've been
off
keeping
on
up
the
with
comic
novels,
books.
but not the comics. But if Crimson Dawn and the Knights of Ren are involved with each other, I need and want to know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That'd be amazing.
That's
And
pretty
Kira's
cool.
involved with them too. So how
Interesting.
insane is that? That Kira's involved with
doesn't-
the group that eventually took Han's son. Like,
Yeah, that's
if
wild.
Ooh,
she
yeah.
knows, I wonder. That'd be cool if she knew that Han's son got involved with the Knights of Ren.
I bet we see an old Kira in Ahsoka
That'd be cool.
with Maul. She's connected to Maul.
You
Kind
don't think
of.
the Ren ends up killing her in this comic lines?
Could be. That'd be very anticlimactic, though. Horrible way to do that to a major character.
A
In a
main
comic
movie
book.
True.
character to have
True.
a Ren who's never been anything.
Is
Ren's a
is Ren
badass,
with
though.
him? Is Ren
Ren is in
Ren
it.
is in it?
It's Ren and the 6 knights. The other
Is
knights.
Stimpy in it?
No, no
That's
Stimpy.
upsetting.
The Knights of Stimpy do not make an appearance.
Stimpy, you idiot!
That'd be
Sorry, Ren. I'm trying to kill Kira.
Do you remember the show Two Stupid Dogs?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I was on
I'm
Cartoon
glad,
Network.
I'm glad somebody else remembered
Cartoon
that.
Network.
Remember that.
Yeah.
That's
That-
about
that
all I
shit was
remember, though.
fucking
I know
hilarious.
it
That show
a
was
thing,
great.
but
Yes, it was.
Cartoon Network was the jam back in the
It
day.
was.
All right, back to Star Wars stuff. So I think the Snoke thing is being
Yes.
reported for Andor. I
Misleading.
think
Yeah.
it's going to be Andor.
No, you. Ahsoka.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
I was thinking it's going to be Ahsoka,
Yeah.
not Andor.
And
It could be, but like, how would that? I mean, you'd have to like see baby Snoke with Palpatine.
Yeah.
Just a child and a mask. Take that ridiculous thing off.
And does Andy Serkis come back to voice him?
Absolutely
That's
he
Andy
does,
doing
yeah.
a kid voice.
Hilarious.
They
Alfred.
They de-age Andy Serkis. That'd be
Oh.
hilarious.
You want to say this for fourth mother box? I almost said fourth mother talk. Just out of habit.
Go right ahead. I
Okay.
actually wanted to know if he saw the trailer.
The Batman?
Yes.
I did see it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did. What'd you think
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah, it looks. I mean, it looks good, but I'll just watch it whenever it's free somewhere somehow.
I'm paying
It
for your
looks good.
ticket. I told you that.
I mean, if that's the case. but
Yes.
No,
No,
it
yeah, I
didn't-
will.
it didn't
Anybody
make
who
me
wants to see
say
that
I
movie.
have to go right now, but it's like, yeah, I'll see that one
Oh,
day.
dude, I'm so
Yeah.
jazzed for
I
it.
was with him. That was the best Batman trailer I've ever seen in my
Best
life.
I'd
hands
probably agree
down.
with that. Yeah, I'd probably agree with
Hands
that.
down.
Yeah.
Pattinson's gonna be the shit.
Mhm.
I keep seeing all these memes that were like, "You guys had him for Twilight. Now
Yeah.
Pattinson belongs to the boys."
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing that I didn't like was it's a minor thing because I mean, even though people might say no, it's a major thing, but the Batmobile to me was like,
Supposed to be.
So
Year 2 Batman.
okay.
Year 2
See,
Batman.
yeah, I don't know
So,
the timeline and
yeah.
all the. So we might see him like.
So
make
I get it.
This
I
is
get
him-
it. It's
Yeah.
it's very modern. It's very like
Well, I don't care if it's
Corvette-ish.
modern because like it's got a.
See, I don't think it feels modern at all. I think it feels like 60s almost.
okay.
In a good way.
I
yeah.
don't care
Like it's
how
literally
the
like
car
he took
looks or
a
feels.
shitty old
Oh,
car and made
yeah.
a Batmobile
That's
out
what
of
I'm
it.
thinking. It's like he took a.
That's how I look at it.
What do
Okay.
you call it? What's the like crash car thing? What's it called? I'm stupid
A
right now. Demolition
Demolition Derby car?
It looks like he took a demolition derby car and like put it up on.
I had
jacked
an
up
idea
stilts.
for a Batman story today that I don't know if anyone's ever done, and if they have, then it's not really my idea. But have they ever done a story where Bruce Wayne went broke and still had to be Batman?
Dark Knight Rises. Technically,
Basically, yeah.
basically. So
Yeah.
do you
Oh,
remember?
yeah, that's right.
They all kind of like took his money away, and he had to.
Yeah,
go
but he
off.
was still able to like
They
go
kicked
see
him off
Lucius
the board.
Fox. And I'm talking
Yeah.
like literally had to like.
He was,
I
like,
feel like I
broke.
still have to do this.
He still had the
There have
Batwing.
been like iterations of that because there have been times he's been cut off from his fortune, and he's had to literally just like survive being like who he is, just like Bruce Wayne. He's not, I don't think he's ever had to be Batman and broke. If that's what you were getting
Yeah,
at,
that's what
kinda
I'm
like
getting
a
at
poor
more.
a poor man's Batman.
Yeah, like
that could be
I
interesting.
think the closest thing we have to that is Iron Man 3. Like in all seriousness,
Could be, yeah.
that I know of. I don't know DC that well.
I know what
but
you're saying.
Iron Man 3 is basically
I could
Yeah.
be missing a storyline too, but just right off the top of my head,
yeah, because that is him.
There's
He
not
has
any
to be
popular
Iron
ones.
Man, but he's stranded in.
because I was kind of going like I was thinking
Colorado?
about this on the way home today. I was just daydreaming, thinking about stuff, and I'm like, what would make something? What would be a struggle for him? Because like his superpower is that he's rich.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have superpowers, so like his
Rich
superpower
and
is that he's
nuts.
rich. So like,
Rich and nuts.
what if he didn't have that? What if he like, had to like make a batarang out of like a I don't know,
out of a
Whatever.
dead rat's carcass,
something
Right,
like
yeah.
like just had to like scrounge. Like could he
He
still
turns
do
into
it?
MacGyver.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say he's the MacGyver of Gotham
He's
City
Yeah.
now.
Bat MacGyver.
Tonight on MacGyver. And
Um,
Patty has 1 month to live.
What were we talking about? Ahsoka?
well,
okay.
we were
Anyway.
you were talking about how Snoke's the Snoke news is like a trail off, or you
Right,
think it's meant
for
for
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can
What
I-
do you guys think? Am I off on this?
No,
That makes the most sense.
I get it, and it would make more sense in Ahsoka. And can I touch on Ahsoka since I was not here last week?
Yes,
Yes,
please,
please.
please.
Hayden Christensen obviously is going to be there. She tweeted, she took it away.
Yeah.
So
We all have
which means
screenshots.
she meant it.
Yeah.
which means she meant
And
it.
Disney
She
was
got-
like, "Hey,
Yeah, we have a
this is
sniper
a-
on you right
This
now.
is
Delete
Mr.
that.
Chapek. I'm throating a beef sandwich right now, but I need you to take that tweet
hang
down.
on, hon, raise the prices."
Yeah.
Do not raise it.
Mom, the meatloaf.
Sorry,
Mom,
sorry,
the
Dollface. Could you do me a favor? Delete the tweet.
Delete the tweet.
What is this about this Ashoka character you're talking about? That was probably him. This Ashoka character.
Kusk.
Ashako? Who the fuck's Ashako?
And then Anakin? What's an Anakin? I don't know this. I don't.
Anakin?
So we know that they're in it. So I don't think we're actually going to get a ton. We might get some flashbacks, but I don't think they're going to rely a lot on a deep fake in makeup.
Right.
We are 100%, and I told this to you guys after the fact, and I asked if you guys talked about this. We're getting Force Ghost Anakin.
Yeah, I feel really stupid because I don't think we said
He
that.
I didn't
even
we
show
all
up.
said
He
is showing up.
flashbacks.
Yeah.
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 We're so stupid.
I
I
feel
was
really
so
dumb.
out of it. I was
Yeah.
so out of it.
No,
that
it's
night.
fine. It's fine. He's showing up as Force Ghost Anakin.
Oh, yeah.
This will be the first time Ahsoka. She'll be like, "Oh shit!" Like, I hope it's
Yeah.
the first time she sees a. Oh, wait, no. Will it be the first time she sees a Force?
She
ghost?
wasn't with Ezra when he saw. Well, no, that was a holocron. Never mind.
I think it will be.
Unless there was something in the clone. Because no.
No.
There's nothing in Clone Wars.
Nothing in
I've
Clone
only
Wars
seen
because-
Rebels once,
Qui-Gon's the one that
That's
made
right.
that a thing.
That's
unless
right.
you knew
Right.
Qui-Gon,
and Qui-Gon's ghost only interacted with Yoda,
Yoda,
and then
yep.
Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, probably the first time. She
Interesting.
sees Force Ghost,
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be really cool.
And, yeah, that would be the most logical for her to see too.
And
It's
then
like
she's
that's-
gonna ask him why.
Yeah,
She's gonna be like, "Why did you do this?"
Oh, that moment's gonna be
Yes,
wild.
so
We're
why?
gonna cry.
Oh,
and it's gonna be
If
so.
that's the first thing she says to him, like when he
Oh,
shows up, and she
just
just goes,
why?
"Why?"
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Ooh.
oh
Yeah.
my God, dude! That right there is
Yeah.
worth the show.
Yeah.
What if that's just the trailer? That's it. You just see
No,
a-
don't do that
no,
in the
no,
trailer.
you see
Yeah.
a blue glow, and you see her go why.
Yeah,
That's it. Like,
no
what if
words.
that's it?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You would want her to say? I would maybe hold off any,
I would
any words.
just
I
so
don't
we
know.
see him.
Yeah.
I think the Obi-Wan trailer is gonna be real heavy with him, and just
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
gonna see Vader in that first trailer. What do you guys think we're gonna get out of the Obi-Wan trailer?
That's a good question. How long is it gonna be? You think? Something-
45 seconds.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
was
be
thinking
short.
like a minute max.
Because-
45 to a minute.
45 to a minute,
Well,
and then you're
a
gonna get the
minute,
full
but
one
like
at Celebration.
10 seconds of it will be just like the black screen Kenobi. So really 45, 50 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think you'll get the full one. They'll do a panel for it like they did
Yeah.
Mandalorian at Celebration.
I think.
We'll see a shot of like the suns.
May is gonna be wild for us, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
May's gonna be nuts. I think we're gonna get a like black screen. You're gonna hear, for whatever reason, I think you're gonna hit Alex Obi-Wan's like just his voice
Yeah.
over playing over something, and then the sun's on Tatooine. But you
Yep.
see Obi-Wan's version of watching Uncle Owen and Luke look at like the sun together.
Or maybe
From
the
his
suns
version.
over Obi-Wan's hut.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm. That's
Yeah.
what I see,
Yeah.
and I think you see him.
Okay.
Because it takes two things we know.
If this is
imagery
my
of the
trailer,
suns and the hut together.
This is me. This is how I do this. Fade with the Lucasfilm thing. Get the Twin Suns theme. Have sands like I'd have like this cool cinematic shot of like sand wrapping in the wind,
and you hear the wind
and then you
go.
pan up. Yeah, and you pan up and you see Obi-Wan's hut with the Twin Suns,
Yeah.
and you see him staring off at the Twin Suns, and you think he's doing the Luke thing,
Yeah.
but he's looking down, watching Luke play with Uncle Owen.
There you go.
That'd be kind of cool.
And then it'll go to black, and you'll exactly.
That'd be cool.
And then Kenobi.
Yeah, that's fairly simple.
Mhm.
It's too easy. I feel like they won't. Do
But
that,
it's all we will want, and we'll
Right.
be crazy
I
about
don't
it.
want them to show me everything that they've already spoiled for Spider-Man, which is
Or-
I'm like, stop showing me Spider-Man stuff. So I don't want
Here's a
that.
way to transition into that. You see him looking down, and then he looks up, Star Destroyer,
Yeah.
and then you hear the Vader sound
There
without
you go.
seeing Vader.
Yes.
Or you just get or a shot of Vader's shuttle coming
That's what
down
I would
or
do.
Something. Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Did you
That's
see? Speaking of Spider-Man, Kevin Feige said to temper your expectations with this movie.
well, that
Well,
should be
everyone's
everything ever.
freaking
You
out.
should
Like
always temper your
you should
expectations
always temper
for
your
everything.
expectations.
agree.
Like
I
because
agree.
people are like, wait a second. I think these characters that are going to be in this are going to be for. It's going to be a flash. It's going to be hello
think
Peter, and then jump into another
They've
universe.
already
Like
put pictures of Doc and Peter fighting though. That are
I'm sure there'll
which
be
I don't wanna
there
see,
will
but
be
they're
that
gonna be-
stuff. There will be
he
that
got shown-
stuff.
well, there's some good pictures. Like Peter's wrapped in.
in the
in
claw.
the
Oh,
claw.
shit, really?
Yeah. Mhm.
And
They-
Tom
they're like
Holland
fighting.
posted it even, so it's legit. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to see this. Stop posting this, but here we are.
I think
It's less than 2 months away, man.
I know, but I'm done. I've already seen too much, so I think I might just not
All
look
right.
at the next trailer because I just don't want to have it all spoiled.
I'm with you. I don't like trailers except for Star Wars ones because it's
Yeah.
fun to break them down because they don't ever show you what
but
you think
Marvel
they're showing
shows
you in
the
Star
whole
Wars.
movie.
Yeah,
What do you think we're getting out of the Book of Boba Fett trailer?
I don't know. I
What
don't even know what
can
this
they
is gonna
show?
be.
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be about.
I'm like I feel like I should be more excited for this, and I'm just kind of not.
I think there's just going to be a lot of action in the trailer. It's just going to be a lot of Boba Fett fighting bad guys.
On Tatooine, or is that? I mean, his ship's gone, so he's gonna have to stay on Tatooine, right?
Slave One's still there,
I'm sorry, Razor Crest was one that got
Yeah.
exploded.
Yes,
never
Razor
mind.
Crest exploded.
or should I say Boba Fett starship is still there?
what?
No, Slave One.
Okay.
Get that woke shit out of here.
Yeah. Definitely.
Speaking of woke shit, do you know it's 10:07 Eastern Standard Time
Oh.
on October 29th? The Last Jedi is still canon.
Yes, fuck yes.
Good.
And if you
That's what I
know,
like to hear.
they've recently Helen Keller has actually been proven recently to be thinking more in the future. They found some old like journals that she made, and she apparently got to see The Last Jedi before it came out. And she actually gave a review on The Last Jedi.
Where
You
is
guys
this
want to hear
going?
what her
Where is
review
this
was?
going?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Do you want to hear what her review was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Meh!
What? Okay.
Oh, we're getting canceled again.
I need to temper my expectations for that joke.
Oh.
It's a good review.
It's a good review. 5 stars.
I get what she
5
means.
When she said meh, I felt that. I felt that.
Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. All right. What was the other thing we had to talk about? Something about.
The Secrets of the Sith book.
Yeah,
It
what
just came
Evan
out.
said, it just came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's.
We probably shouldn't talk about it yet. We haven't seen it.
Well, I don't know how much you would be spoiled of it.
We'll talk about this next week because I don't want to spoil anything. I just bought the goddamn thing tonight.
Okay, when's it coming?
It'll be here in like 2 days.
Oh, okay.
A day or two. Yeah, we'll wait till next week to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll just tell you that it's mostly reference book, but it's not like a visual dictionary reference book.
Gotcha.
It's a different
How long
kinda-
is it?
I don't know that.
Okay.
So
If it's something I can like blast through, maybe.
It looks
can.
like the
Yeah, you
screenshot.
can.
I didn't read what they were, but I saw screenshots of the book on Amazon.
you
Mhm.
can.
And it looked
They're
like little paragraphs.
snippets.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anything else? Anything else before we get on to our top 10 list?
Man, I can't think of anything.
I don't see anything else. It's gonna be weird. I feel like.
Oh, Lightyear. That's what we were going to
yeah,
talk about. The
Well,
Lightyear
also-
trailer.
Yes.
Real quick though, I think.
Is that my book?
No, it's mine.
You have that book too?
I do.
Oh, that's perfect for the top
It's a
10
gr-
list.
yes,
Nice.
that's why I brought
Nicely
it.
done.
And then Brad's is over there, so
Nice.
if we need another copy.
I think it's going to be really weird to see these two actors that have not touched this emotional relationship bring this emotion to the screen for us as fans. With
For Lightyear.
yes, also, but also with Hayden and Rosario doing what Matt and Ashley have been doing for decades.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Great
how
point.
are they going to convey? They're both good actors, so I don't see them.
Do you,
Well,
do you think
sucking.
Lucas is going to...
Matt or Hayden's good in like. Have
He's
you
he's
seen
good in 2 movies, man.
What's
Like,
it called?
we-
Building a house or
Yeah,
Build Me a
Attack of the
House
Clones
or
or Revenge of the Sith?
No, not those. But
he's
Hayden's
great
been
at
good
Attack of the
before.
Clones.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But it's just gonna be. So
He's
weird.
been fine before. I don't think he's ever been good where you're like, damn, dude, you crushed it. Like,
That's facts.
like
yeah,
Robert
it hasn't-
Pattinson crushes it in movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's fine in Twilight because it's fucking Twilight. Like, actually, that last Twilight movie's not that bad.
Man card.
I read all the books, dude.
I haven't seen or read.
I had
That's
an
fine. That's
Edward
fine.
T-shirt
Reading
at
is-
one point.
So he was Team Edward.
I was Team Edward, bro.
Why did you just admit that?
I don't know, but I did.
Because
and
you
I-
know Kyle's going to run with it.
that's
now.
fine.
That's
Let him run
okay.
with it. Let him run with it. I get it. I was working at a movie theater, and like all my friends got into it, and I liked the first movie. First
Yeah.
movie was fine, and then I was like, the reason I read the books is because I liked the first movie so much that I was like, I don't want to wait. I just want to know what the fuck happens, and so I just read all of them,
Okay.
and I got obsessed with it because I read them all back to back to back to back
Okay.
to back to
I
back.
wonder if people did that with Game of Thrones. Just like.
I remember
don't
feeling like a
care.
total
Who cares?
bitch one night. I was sitting on my bed, and I was like on my stomach reading the book, and I had my legs up, and I was like,
Did you
ah.
cross your legs?
I was like,
crossed?
yes, this
Oh my
book's
gosh.
awesome. Gay, 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 gay.
Yes, the
Yeah.
queen.
Yes,
oh
queen.
my gosh.
Yes.
Do you think Lucasfilm's gonna consult Ashley and
They should.
on like Ahsoka and
They
I think
should.
that ship has
Same.
sailed, and from what
She
I
should be
understand, she
there.
wasn't very happy about the decision.
No, but she should be there when they're filming those scenes. Be
She-
like,
but
Ashley
she-
would cry here. or
she can't-
react like,
she can't necessarily think that she could have played Ahsoka Tano though as
No, I don't.
No,
I don't
but
think it's that. I
you
think
don't
it's
just
just
not
the
consult her.
include her.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Is
Okay.
the
especially
callousness
after
of
all she
like,
does for them.
yeah, the
Okay.
callousness of just being like,
that's fair.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're not even gonna tell. Like apparently she found out when we found out.
Mm.
Like I talked to somebody who's close with her.
I
That's all
did
I'm gonna
too.
say. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't talk to the same person, but I know who you're talking about.
You heard the same thing?
Yeah.
I think I've
Okay.
heard this story on a previous show. Yeah.
Somebody that I talked to who was friends with, very close friends with her, said that she was upset and found out when we found out.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so that's the part I think it's the lack of respect to be like,
Yep.
You think she can't keep a secret? Like, come on.
Yeah. Right.
Like, I don't. That's it's just I don't get that. I should just do the right thing. Tell her. Like,
Yeah.
she's an adult. She'll be fine.
Right.
again, she's probably not going to go like, oh, I could do that. Like that's not the point.
No,
the
she'd
point
be
is
like,
to
oh,
like,
cool, let me come and help you with this. Or
you
what
guys,
can
if
I
you
do
need
to
anything,
help
let me
you?
know. Yeah, that's
what
the
it
kind of
would
person she is. So
be.
like,
That's what it'd be like. Oh, let me know if I can come by and help you. Or
yeah,
if Rosario wants me, here's my number. Or whatever.
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But all right, let's talk Lightyear because
Lightyear.
I'm confused about what the fuck this movie is. I understand what it is. It's the person the action figure is based on.
Right.
But the bigger question I have is why, and then also who gives a fuck.
See, that was me before this trailer.
This did
And-
nothing for me.
And Buzz is my favorite Pixar
I've-
character ever.
I've been holding off on this because I knew you were excited, and I think you're excited.
No,
No?
I'm,
Okay.
I
I'm
wasn't
actually.
until this trailer.
I
I'm
don't
either
give-
less mad than you are. I'm just kind of like.
I don't give
Alright.
I'm not mad. I'm just trying to
No,
energy my way
mad.
through this.
Not
oh,
mad.
Oh, I thought you said mad. I thought you said mad. I'm just. I don't get why. Like you already have a character with an interesting backstory. If you were going to do a movie like this, why not just do it with Woody?
Because they did Toy Story 4. Like that was his movie. That was Woody's movie.
No, I
And
thought the
Buzz was
backstory of the
terrible
Woody
in Toy
doll.
Story 4. Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
what
they
should do next.
they've kind of hit on it with
Toy
Story
2.
2,
A little bit, yeah.
but like they
should
didn't.
do that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why do
Yeah.
it with Buzz Lightyear? No one gives a fuck about who Buzz Lightyear was in universe of Toy Story.
I didn't,
But it
now I
ties
do.
into it. But I don't. I know you're a Buzz fan, but like, what do you want out of this movie? It's Chris Evans, right?
I want more
Yes.
Buzz. So I'm
But it's not
here
going to
for
be
it.
the Buzz you know. It's this character
No, but
that's created.
I love sci-fi and I love Buzz, so it's like.
I'm not trying to argue with
Buzz
you. I'm
in a
just curious
sci-fi
as to
movie.
what do you want out of this?
Well, it also looks like. Did you ever watch Buzz Lightyear of Star Command?
Yes.
It looks like that,
With
but
Patrick, what's his name?
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah,
Warburton. Yeah.
Nice work, pal.
well,
Hmm.
yeah, because Tim was
Wow.
in the movie. Tim Allen did the movie, and then after that they spun off to the TV series, and it was Patrick.
It's a
But it
good
looks
show.
like- yeah, it's a great show. It should
You ever
be on
watched any
Disney
of it?
Plus. Why is it
No.
not?
It's good. You should try to find something. There's stuff on YouTube you can
There's,
find.
yeah, it's on
Speaking of Patrick Warburton, funny story about Kyle on Sword. He when he got into the seat, he clicked the child's seat.
Through the
one-
yellow.
Yeah,
In the
through the yellow.
did you say nice work, pal?
I sure did.
Nice work, pal.
Did he really?
Yeah, he
Oh,
seriously
no.
did. And
Did he
I
do it-
turned to
Did
be
he,
like,
hit, did he hit the marker on the wall on the
but-
Did he
seat?
do
No.
it ironically, or did he think that's
No,
what?
he seriously thought.
Oh,
And I
no.
said, you know, that's what he told you to do for the kids, right?
Yeah, did you not watch the pre-show?
I know.
It was right
Not
there.
watch the pre-show.
That's so
Oh, my
funny.
goodness. But like, so it looks like that. It looks like aspects of Buzz Lightyear Star Command. It also looks like the beginning of Toy Story 2 when Rex is playing the video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but a movie. And then it looks like parts of Star Wars.
It looks
So
too
many Star
realistic,
Wars
though.
references.
Like, I just don't get how they go from this character to an action figure.
Well, that's what's going to be interesting. Because
Yeah.
in Toy
Yeah.
Story 1, there's a TV commercial they're watching in Sid's house.
Buzz
that says,
Lightyear.
The world's greatest superhero.
The
is now
world's greatest toy.
So
Yep.
it's like, are superheroes real in that universe? Was Buzz a superhero, or is he just?
See, I'm
not.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking more along the lines when I was a kid. When I saw that, I was just kind of going like, okay, it's like Spider-Man. They made a cool Spider-Man
Yeah.
toy.
And is
Right.
that what this is? Are we watching?
That's way less interesting. So so like
Are we watching a movie
inside
in
the Toy Story universe. I
And
don't
then
get this
Andy's
is so
watching-
meta.
if
It's so
that's the
fucking
case, then-
unnecessary.
Is
It
Andy
just
watching the same movie and saying, "I want that toy, Mom"?
yeah, it's boring. Like,
Replace
if that's
my
how
Woody
this
with that.
ends, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, ugh.
You wouldn't cry.
No, I
I'd
would be
cry.
so annoyed with that.
Oh, I would cry.
I love Toy Story is my all-time favorite Pixar franchise. I love Toy
Same,
Story.
Same, yeah.
I think Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 are all equal. 4 is
Same.
not as good as the other ones.
Agreed.
I liked it a lot the first time I saw it, but I haven't had no desire to watch it again, and I haven't.
I was
Which
the opposite. The first time I was like, no. But then I watched it again. And I'm like, it's okay.
I need to rewatch it. But I think 1, 2, 3 are equal. So this is like,
Yes.
it's almost like, for me, I kind of just go like, why bother fucking up the legacy of this character
I don't think it will.
with this movie that like no one needs? This is not a movie where I'm like, I really want to know who the fuck Buzz Lightyear is. Like, I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm sure the movie's not gonna be, I'm not saying this movie's gonna be bad by any means, but like, I just don't need this. Like, if they never did this, I'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
It always, I remember when they announced it, I was like, what?
That was me when they announced
And
it.
they have to explain what it is, which means it doesn't make sense.
all
People
the-
are going to be confused going into this already. Like,
That's
And all
true.
the goddamn talking heads in media are picking this up because they're like, no, it's not Tim Allen, so this is anti-conservatism. And then they're like, they're using Chris Elm, so they're all
God damn
fucking
it,
liberals.
it's just a
like,
different
shut
voice.
The fuck
It's
up
just a
about it
voice.
already.
It's just a fucking voice in the
That's so
movie.
stupid. Yeah.
I'm sure they would have. They're not doing that because it's the toy version. Like
I know.
Look no further
Yeah.
than
Which also
Then-
shows that it's a different character. To what you're
exactly,
saying, so
and it's also
different.
just think about this: the Woody toys is not done by Tom Hanks,
Right.
No,
so it's a
that's his
different
brother.
in a real life situation. It's a different person that does the
In
voice
theme
for
parks
that.
too. It's not Tom
Yeah,
Hanks.
so like it's not that. That's not it. I mean, he's in Toy Story Land for Christ's sake. He was at the media event for Toy Story Land. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
But this also implies
Everybody's just bitching about everything
Yes.
constantly.
if this does well, maybe we get some fixing of Buzz at Tomorrowland, so it isn't terrible. Maybe
I love
that does
Buzz.
better. I
This
love
isn't
it too,
terrible.
but it
How
needs-
dare you?
It needs
It's
upgraded
90s
and
as
plus.
fuck.
Yeah, it needs fixed. It needs.
I just
a
had a
refurb.
thought. Speaking of refurb, let's say Lightyear does very
Are
well.
you gonna say Mission Space?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks very Mission Space.
Yes.
It does.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the X2 looks almost just like Buzz's shuttle. So I'm like, I said that too
The-
on Instagram. I was like, this looks like Star Wars Mission Space.
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
It does well enough.
So-
They can clearly
We
just
can save Mission
retheme that.
Space
Yeah.
and make it Buzz.
This is like fan service for an audience that doesn't exist.
I feel like that's true.
I mean, I'm not shitting on you for liking Buzz Lightyear.
No, I know you're not.
I'm not at all. So don't take it like that.
No.
And I know you're not.
You're
But I'm just for
Figuring
people
out this
listening.
movie.
Like, they were doing things like showing the suit at the end, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a suit. Like, who was watching that and going like, probably you. Fuck yeah, give me a suit. Like, it just all
That
seems
basically
like
was.
it all, but it all just like it's not based on anything. Like it's not. Buzz doesn't acquire the suit in Toy Story. We don't know him without it. So like that moment doesn't make any sense in the context of the trailer because it's just a shot. Am I articulating this right?
No, I get
Yeah.
it. I get what you're
There's
saying. Like,
no-
there's no like work up
There's
to
no
the suit.
payoff of him grabbing the suit and putting it on because it's like, yeah, you've always had.
You've
that.
had that. Like,
Yeah,
we,
like, we know.
it's a prequel to a fucking toy. I just
Yeah.
don't understand this movie.
But it's gonna be. we're gonna
I'm
get
excited to see it.
We're
I
gonna
know it
get more
doesn't
Zurg.
sound like I am. I'm very curious, but I just don't care.
We're
Mhm.
gonna get more Zurg, which is gonna be badass.
Are we?
Oh yeah,
You think so?
yeah. Because Buzz's backstory is he's trying
It's-
to fight
yeah,
the evil
we're gonna
emperor
get
on the
Zurg.
edge of the galaxy,
Yeah.
who has a
This seems like it's too realistic
who's
to have
building
Zurg
a
in it,
secret
though.
weapon that can annihilate an entire planet.
No, it's space travel with like X-wings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it look-
Zurg's gonna.
It
exist.
looks realistic though. Like when
Yeah.
you look in the anime,
Yeah,
that
but
shot
there are
of
shots- there are robots and droids in the.
I need to rewatch it. I watched
in
it
the
like
trailer.
half awake. Through
There's
the
like
night.
Wall-E looking droids in the trailer. Like,
Really?
they look straight from Wall-E. And then there's the Zurg bots.
This is a Pixar proper film, right?
Yeah, it is Pixar. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. I don't know what they're doing. I wish Pixar would get back on making original shit.
I agree with that.
Make original shit.
Well, they did Soul, and it was not.
it
good,
almost seems. You know what this
so-
honestly
Soul's
feels
good.
like? I didn't love Soul.
I did not like Soul.
No.
No,
You didn't like it at all?
no.
I thought it was just okay.
I can't tell
What'd
you.
you think of
any-
Onward?
It's because
Onward
you don't
was
like
great.
black
I
people.
love
Evan.
Onward.
That's
It
what
is.
it is.
Yeah, I'm
You
apparently
racist motherfucker.
Yeah.
I loved Onward.
No,
I loved
cried-
Onward, too.
I've-
I
I've
cried at
seen it
Onward.
twice, and I've cried twice.
Me
It's-
too. Same
it's
thing.
crazy
You and
good.
me saw it.
I saw it with you.
You and
that's
me
right.
and Bentley.
and
You guys did see
Everett.
it. Yeah, that
We
was
went
one
to
of the
a
last
preview.
movies I saw
Yeah.
before the shit hit the fan.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
too.
my last movie. Before that.
My last movie was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nice.
I'm excited for Sonic 2. It's going to be exciting. Tails is going to be in it. and
Hell
Knuckles.
yeah.
Idris Elba's
Idris
Knuckles.
Elba, yeah.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Idris Elba's in everything now.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He also, I was watching something from a long time ago during the pandemic. This never got put out into the ether, but he was, I don't know, the reason I know this because I was going back listening to old History Hyenas episodes the other day. And they were saying that he thinks that even if something's horribly racist and offensive, it should just be rated. He's not for censorship. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Nice.
Idris Elba.
Duh.
Go Idris Elba.
let's
Go,
do
go,
it.
go, go.
Blood sport.
All right. Is that it, fellas?
Yeah.
That is it.
On a scale, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Lightyear? I know he's your favorite character.
Like an 8. It's the most excited I've been for a Pixar movie since Toy Story 4.
Really?
And
Okay.
that let me down. So let's hope this doesn't let me down.
I liked
I
4.
feel like this is their way of saying, hey,
Is
we
his
screwed
microphone
up
on?
Buzz.
Yep.
Okay.
They're like, hey, we screwed up Buzz in 4. I'm sorry. Here's a whole Buzz movie.
He
That's-
was fucking terrible
he
in
was-
4.
It wasn't Buzz. I don't
Oh
understand
yeah.
that. He was
kinda
stupid.
weird. He was
he
different.
wasn't
Pressing his
loyal. He
buttons
didn't know
to-
how to help his friends, even though that's his whole story, is helping his friends. That's okay.
They replaced his batteries. He's a different person
oh, yeah,
now.
sure. Okay.
They're beryllium carbonic alloy, and he can fly.
That's true.
All right, that's it for this episode, right? And then we're going to dive into our top 10. If you want to
Let's
listen to the
do
next
it.
part of the episode, which is our top 10, it's a separate episode. You'll see it in the feed in the next few days if you listen to this as it comes out. It is going to be top 10 Legacy Saber hilts. We've done something similar to this before, but Tom was not part of the show when we did it.
Well,
Nope.
we did Black Series helmets we want. And
We've done
top
sabers
10
before.
hilts. Not top 10 hilts that we want, though, as in that need to be made.
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
We've done that exact topic before.
I don't remember
I
you
don't
guys
remember.
doing it, but
We've done top 10 hilts just in general.
Was that the one that we recorded and it didn't record?
That could have been the thing.
That's what it
Maybe
was.
that could have been the thing.
I
Yep.
think that's what it was.
That's good. Cause
Fuck,
we've
I
had
just
like
thought about that
50
now.
new lightsabers
Oh, cool.
made since then.
Yeah,
So there's
so-
so many more to add.
So check in with that. And that's it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for listening to the episode. You can find me on Instagram at The Brad Ventures, and on YouTube, youtube.com/The Brad Ventures. Evan, where can they find you?
On Instagram at Evan T. Boucher.
Jedi Talk Podcast and Fourth Mother Box on Instagram.
Beautiful. Thank you guys for listening. Stay safe. We'll see you on the next show. Till then, may the Force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight. Meh.
I showed you guys the Disney World thing, right? That
Oh,
Lynn
no.
did?
No. What?
No.
I didn't send you that.
No,
Lynn,
'cause
Lynn
you sent something saying they listened to our show.
it
Yeah.
is, the screenshot didn't come